All right, this thing says I'm live. I got the time wrong on this thing. Didn't think to set it proper. We'll see who and if anybody comes in.
I shared that, so hopefully it will.
Hopefully. Wishing one hand, and y'all know the rest of that axiom. Wishing one hand to the other and see which one you get. In this case,
Hey, Sammy.
Sammy. Apparently he ain't worried about it. He just knew when to show up. Josie, how are we?
Hey, JC.
Put my foot up on this little bench I made some time back. Sit back, relax. I'll probably move back up. I get fidgety. I'm one of those that can't stay still for long. I had to move something, and since I can't move like I used to, I just kind of shift around and move around in the chair. Oh me,
Oh, my.
me oh my oh.
Yeah, I only lasted about an hour last night.
Yeah, she got through her stuff, and we even talked some at the beginning, but she got through her stuff, and she got hungry.
I put it this way: everybody knew the answers last night. They were good night.
Oh me.
We had a short night.
Yeah. You want to go shopping with tomorrow, Tuesday?
Depends on what tomorrow and Tuesday bring, but I'm hoping to tomorrow and Tuesday.
Well, we need to at least run the Lowe's and look around and then go by Tractor Supply for some kitty litter.
Yeah.
Then we can stop and get some gas on the way in.
Yeah.
And maybe Tuesday we can hit Aldi's and Save-A-Lot, knock that out.
Okay.
Piggy and beans. Evan.
Pork and beans. Pork and beans.
Well, he put Piggy and beans.
Yeah, as I said, pork and beans. To me, piggy is pork, so
I'm not going to go there on that one.
bacon. Lots of bacon.
Think about what you said. I ain't going to go there.
Pork meat. Okay.
Anywho. Well, the world's going crazy. More and more fraud being found in Minnesota.
I thought it was already crazy.
Colombia and Mexico found out what Trump did to get Maduro and what he used, and they've decided they don't want none of that. So they're being helpful now. Petro's already dismantling 3 cocaine manufacturing spots because he found out Trump's got some bad A stuff to use to get a job done, and with minimal personnel, Petro has decided he doesn't want to be belligerent towards Trump. And you're kind of like, okay, how can I help? Already dismantling 3 cocaine uh, manufacturing places. So he's decided to get with the program. He found out how easy it was for our boys to do the job and the damage that was done to Maduro's forces there at his headquarters. Like it weren't nothing. Maduro was even in a safe room. People got money like Maduro's had. Their safe rooms ain't no joke. And our boys went right in there and got him out, no problem. Like, whatever. Turn the doorknob. We've got you. So Petro in Colombia and those in charge in Mexico, oh, hold up. Okay, Trump, what do you need? Iran is in a revolution. The people have rose up and decided they're tired of the Ayatollah and Islam. Last I heard, they've got control of most, if not all, the major cities in Iran. So the Shah is ready to take back over leading his people. So they were starting to come up until Islam took over in 79. People have decided they're tired of it. A lot of world leaders try to come out against Trump. And they say what he's done, but they ain't doing nothing to try to counteract what he's done. They found out we've got some little surprise toys that can handle a situation. No problem. Trump showing the world that we are the number one world superpower. I'm not sure how true it is, but I saw one weapon that was being shown. It don't need projectiles, just needs energy. You know, nuclear powered ship, they got plenty. And like the thing said in the video, by the time you see these, it's over. It's some kind of compressed plasma thing. Moves at about the speed of light once it's fired off. That's why it said in there that you see these pop up, it's already over. Nothing you can do about it. It locks in on a target, hit the trigger, boom. That target is gone. Said it will make steel disappear. So it's kind of like some kind of very powerful laser type thing. And the rest of the world has decided they don't want no part of that. Greenland is up in the air. The Danish people don't want to give it up, but after seeing some of these new tricks we've got, they're obviously negotiating. Because Trump has said, we will get it one way or the other. So, and I agree with his reasoning. It is a strategic spot. You had Russia and China gaining from Venezuela through oil and other resources. That was one foothold to be able to start surrounding us. They've been playing around up there around Greenland, which would be another foothold to be able to surround us. Folks, they were setting up to invade us. So I agree with Trump's reasoning. Take Greenland. Help the people of Greenland, which they ain't but about 40,000 people live there, living in poverty off of what little the Danish want to give them in a welfare type thing. And they're looking forward to Trump taking it over. Because there's resources there too. It would also mean military bases being American military bases, which would mean income for the people up there. Resources that could be dug into, which would also benefit the people of Greenland up there. And they could join the 21st century with the rest of us. Instead of living like they have to live. So it would be a good thing for America and for Greenland. Get all the Russian and Chinese ships and submarines out from up there. Reestablish that they're not supposed to be in our hemisphere. So if people can say what they want to, it would be a good thing.
You got your own side of the world. You go back.
That's it. Of course, taking out Venezuela and now having Colombia and Mexico working with us a little bit. That's going to push China and Russia out. Also cuts China and Russia off from a lot of resources that they were exploiting. They're going to have to figure something else out. So, I like it. Then there's the elephant in the room, that thing that happened up there in Minnesota with that woman. You watch all the angles of the videos, you see clearly she saw that agent standing there. And you could see it in her face what she intended to do.
Well, I come out with another video of that from a different perspective. Somebody videoed it, and it showed she aimed at him and literally run him over.
Oh yeah, we saw the body cam footage of him actually being hit.
Yeah, this isn't body cam. This is from a totally different angle, showing him standing there and her coming at him. It showed her hit him on purpose.
Katie.
This was not a close-up at all of anything. And
it also come out that her wife, sorry, she's not a wife, she's a lesbian lover.
Okay.
You know, I'm not going to be silent about it. I don't believe in gay marriage. It goes against God in every way. Now, if you want to live your life a certain way, fine. Live your life that way. Don't call it a marriage. Marriage is a man and a woman. I might get struck for that by YouTube, but you know what? Oh well. I don't care. It goes against the word of God. That's just all there is to it. Serving God is a choice. You don't have to choose to serve God. But homosexuality in all its forms goes against the word of God. You don't believe that? Read Romans chapter 1, last half of the chapter. If you ain't got that in your Bible, you need to get a Bible that was produced 2010 or earlier. You can say what you wish to say, Katie. If you're for that particular thing, that's fine. That's your opinion. But it goes against God. And there's no two ways about it. The only way to deny that is to not read those parts of the Bible. And some people have Bibles that have those parts taken out. So that's just all there is to it. Now, if you choose to live that life and live the other way, well, you can't serve God and be that way too. That is a contradiction. That's all there is to it. Oh, but God is love. He loves everybody. He does. But he's got a set of rules set down. If you don't follow them, you're not following him. Just all there is to it. God loves everybody, and he, as it said, he would that everyone would come to him. But if you want to claim him yet live according to the world and what the world says is okay, you're not serving him. Plain and simple. Truth hurts if you don't like that, but truth is truth. There ain't no getting around it. But anyway, right? And how do you enter through that narrow gate? By obeying God's laws, God's rules, what God has set forth. You cannot serve God and the world. That would be serving two masters. You can't serve two masters because you'll love the one and hate the other. And if you're doing according to what the world says, but claim God, you actually hate God because you're doing what the world says. In spite of what you say that you're a Christian. You're a Christian, but you're doing that kind of lifestyle or any other thing that goes against God, well, you ain't going to enter through that narrow gate. It's just as simple as it gets. There's several other places in the Bible that talk about that topic and how it is against God. But Romans first chapter, last half of the chapter, gets its brass tacks about it as it gets. Mama Bear! So, anyway, that woman up there, she and her lesbian lover had been following those agents all day, had intended to go out and be a hindrance and obstruct justice. That's crime right there. And in those angles that showed her line up to him, that agent, you could see it in her face. She intended to try and run him over. So he defended himself. So she perpetrated her own demise. The whole thing was on her and her lesbian lover. I can't blame the ICE agent. He did according to his training and defended himself against someone who intended to run him over. Criminal intent on her part. She lost. Yeah, it's tragic she lost her life, but it was due to her own stupidity that she did. So, all these people out here trying to say it was murder on the part of the agent. No, it wasn't. He was defending himself against someone who intended to murder him. Because I can tell you, with their training, they can see the intent in your eyes. If that intent had not been there on her face and in her eyes, that agent would never have drawn his weapon. That's what they're trained to do. They're trained to see what's going on in a person's mind by body language, psychology. They have to take some psychology so they can understand what's going on with a person. If that intent had not been on her face, had not been in her mind, he would never have drawn that weapon. That's in their training. And they have to be able to make those decisions in a split second. I have personally seen an incident go down, and I can tell you that the speed at which something can go from roses and daisies to hellfire is fast. Well, Katie, a lot of those protesters, so-called, are out there because they're getting paid to be out there. There's organizations out there paying for these people to disrupt law and order. Laura Ingraham nailed one. She was talking to a so-called protester, and she had asked that girl, if she had a job, what did she do? That girl hollered back, "I'm getting paid right now." Well, there you go. They've come out showing articles for Craigslist and other things showing, we're looking for people, $15 an hour, this, that, and the other thing, to go out there and do these things, to go out there and be disruptive, to go out there and, might as well say it, be domestic enemies of our nation. That shows a military type organization. And as such, doing things to disrupt our nation and cause chaos in our nation, that makes them domestic enemies. And our people are to our military, our law enforcement, is to protect our nation from enemies, both foreign and domestic. Yeah, Katie, they do anything for money. They don't realize that they're betraying their nation, thus being traitors to our nation, thus don't need to be considered to be safe. Because they're putting themselves out there to be fodder for the left. Damn! So while it's tragic that woman lost her life, she put herself there. She was the one who created her own demise. That's all there is to it. So anyway, now they got all sorts of those protesters trying to throw themselves in front of ICE vehicles and other law enforcement vehicles, trying to cause things like that because they think it's a win. No, they're just proving more and more that they are domestic enemies. And personally, I think that Trump should have these people marked as domestic enemies of the nation. If they go against law and order and what needs to be done, they're not for the nation. Trying to label all of us Nazis when in fact they're doing the things the Nazis did. And don't even realize it because they don't know what a Nazi is. Which shows the lacking of the educational system because the educational system has not taught them history and what those things really are. They think they're on the side of right when they're not. Oh, cool. Rah, rah, rah. So you'll what? You gonna film it? Go live? What you gonna do? I think that's for her daughter, Dale. She's had her daughter doing soccer and all sorts of stuff. From what little I've been able to see, she's pretty good. Elaine and I are going to go to Lowe's and look around. Well, I have no doubt Mama Bear probably could have been a cheerleader. She's got the height and slenderness and all that. Elaine and I are planning on trying to go to Lowe's sometime to look around. We're going to look for her either a tool chest or a kitchen island that we can set up in the kitchen. We're going to get rid of that other little thing we built off that microwave cart. Yeah, $15 to $20 an hour. Plus some of them get benefits, overtime pay, gas reimbursement, all that. Well, I hope practice goes well.
Hey, Mama Bear. Hey, Dale.
She says she'll just be listening here a little bit because she's got to drive to take them. They got extra practice going on.
Okay.
They're going to have their first cheer practice next Sunday.
Congratulations, Dale, on just 800,000 views.
Wow, that's awesome. Well, Dale, we've got a Lowe's card. We get pay on time. Of course, we could look at Harbor Freight to see how much they are. If they're cheaper than Lowe's, we might figure it out. But
Save somebody up over the next 2 months.
Just depends on what we find. We're going to do that or a kitchen island or two and set up something different. She's tired of that microwave cart.
Well, it's not that I'm tired of it. It's just that
she needs something better.
Yeah.
So Yeah, that's what a lot of people have done. They've looked at it and they're finding it on Craigslist too. I listen to folks like Benny Johnson and the Officer Tatum, Brandon Tatum, OK Rick, Professor Nez, sometimes DeVory Darkins. Uh, really, I have to look at that.
Yeah, that's not a bad price.
Let's see. Another thing too, Dale, is we got to take into consideration space constraints
And delivery.
and delivery. You know, I don't think one of them things would fit in the trunk of my little car.
No.
Not to mention, I don't know how much weight the back of that car could handle. It's one of those times I wish my van was running. I could have it loaded up in the back of my van, no problem.
Oh, yeah. It's just getting it out when you get it home.
That would be the problem.
If they deliver it, we can have it put it on the front porch. We can just slide it in the house and
Yeah.
do it that way.
Well, they put it on the porch. It would have wheels, so they put it on the porch. We just take and unwrap it out there and roll it in.
Yeah.
Get it up over the threshold. And there was one kitchen island I saw. She was talking about if we got two of them, we could put them back to back.
Well, this wasn't the kitchen island. This was a wall unit that had wheels on it.
A wall unit.
Yeah, it looked like a wall unit with wheels on it. Set up against the wall. I don't know. I'd have to show it to you.
Yeah, you would. Well, now, see, that would be another thing. We sat here last night, put together two of those little shelving units for cans she had bought. Oh, we had a lot of fun doing that.
Oh, yeah. That first one was a blast.
One of the shelves on the first one was warped a little bit. So one of the screws that went into the side of it, on the side panel that holds it, it's in there cross-threaded. And the top of the Phillips head screw is messed up. Now you ain't going to get it out unless you cut it off. Because it wasn't going to go in there because that one shelf was a little bit warped, so it wasn't lining up like it was supposed to. And it was already a thing of if you didn't have it exactly perfectly lined up, there was no wiggle room. It had to be precisely lined up. One shelf, the side panel that holds onto it, the screw go in through the hole on the side panel into that little bitty threaded pipe that supported the shelf itself, and get it in there. Then you had all the powder coat that was on it that you had to get past. All that. And yeah, we had a time with that. Now the rest of it,
I'll tell them what happened once we got it together.
we had one panel upside down. One of the side panels that holds them up. Didn't know it. We had it upside down. We had to redo it. Fortunately, it wasn't the side that had the messed up screw. So we got that done. The next one went fairly easy by comparison because we then knew about the problems we faced the first round. Okay, I was freaking out there. I got an air freshener can over here. My cup's sitting here. And the straw is almost the same color as the top of this air freshener can. I was looking at that word and I thought I was going crazy because I thought, why is my straw looking like it's bloated out there in the middle?
Because it is.
Because that can back there.
Hey, Tina.
Dana! Thank you. Hey, I'll take all lurkers. You want to come in and just sit back and lurk? Go ahead.
Go ahead. We don't care.
But anyway, we're planning on going to Lowe's to look around and see what we can find that might work. And when we find what might work, we'll get it. We'll set it up. She's already got top shelf cabinet in the kitchen cleared out. That's where she had most all her cans. And underneath the kitchen counter, in the bottom cabinet area, we're going to do some adjusting on one of them can shelves for other cans. Then we'll get those other two can shelves like the ones we put together last night, set up and put in there. And then she'll get them all stocked up and she'll be able to tell what she's got and what she ain't.
Yeah, each of those storage things holds 36 regular sized cans. Or up to 36 regular sized cans.
And we're going to set them up on those plastic shelves that somebody sent us for Christmas one year. And clear that up some more so we can do that. And she'll have all her canned stuff there. And we'll be culling out some stuff and getting rid of it while we're at it. Well, all right. I hope you get to feeling much better very soon.
I'm saying.
But we're going to go do that and see what we can come up with so that we can further organize better, clear some stuff out, get rid of some stuff. The things that she needs most be right there at that little kitchen island setup that we find to set up, and other stuff stuffed in places that we don't use anyway, and just if we don't use it very often or if at all, it'll get hid away in those spaces. We have things better organized. Got rid of all canned goods. What's this new diet? Just trust me. If we could, we would get whatever veggies and stuff we'd get from a what do they call those? Like Mr. Brown's over there. Produce stand. Now, if we could get all our veggies that way, could afford to do it that way, we would. Carnivore.
Similar to the Yakkin diet, mostly meats, proteins.
Right.
Get rid of the starches and stuff like that.
Right. Well, I can't say a whole lot. I just had pancakes for my breakfast. Down 11 pounds. That's good. Yeah, I caught what you were saying, Dale. I hear you, Katie. You can't tell it, but I've lost weight.
I can tell you've lost weight.
And slowly but surely, I'm losing a little here, a little there. But anyway, that's what we intend to do, is go looking around, see what we can find. And we'll show it to y'all when we do it. No more joint pain. Boy, I wish. The thing for me is I've got degenerative disc, and if I've got degenerative disc, I've got stuff going on with the cartilage in my joints. So I don't know if that would help me or not. Look up Dr. Barry. All right. We'll do that. I'm sure they put stuff in those cans that are not good for you. Of course, they grow crops and do other stuff that isn't good for you by the time you eat it. That's good.
I had a place where I could grow my own and make it even better.
Right? We can't do nothing here because we were told we could do a garden, but when we did, it got messed with. So we're just waiting for hopefully the day that we get us another place and it's totally ours, and we can maybe have a garden and maybe do a little greenhouse, and grow our own stuff year round. It's on average down here, it doesn't get all that cold. I mean, it gets too cold for me, but it's not, you know, really all that cold, especially compared to some of the places y'all live. So doing a greenhouse in the wintertime would be a lot easier than it is for most. Yeah, we get tornadoes occasionally, but not like other places. I get you, Dale. And it's something worth checking into.
Hey, as long as it works for you, that's what matters.
That's what matters. I'm sure Elaine will check it out and see if she picks up on anything that might could help us.
Well, we were doing that low carb, high fat diet for a while.
Yeah.
That worked for us for a while until we just
Till things got messed up and we just couldn't do it.
Yeah.
You'll survive if God means for you to. If not, he'll take you quick. You won't even know it. Your body would experience it all, but you yourself wouldn't know it. That's what happens to children of God when death comes. He takes you quick. Your body reacts like a chicken with its head cut off. It's going to react. But you yourself won't know anything. You'll just know one moment you was here and the next moment you're there. So it happened for me each time I died. It was like walking through a door. Beep, 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 beep. Here, there. So anyway. That's what we've got planned. Slowly but surely organizing that kitchen and making it better. The good thing is most of the stuff we do is designed to where if we do ever get us another place, it can go with us. It don't have to stay here. That's a good thing. Oh, popping up and it hurt and it felt good. I'm sure a lot of y'all know what I mean. You get that one that when it pops, it's a real sharp pop and it hurts for a split second there and really bad, and then you're like, oh, that felt good. But for any youngins that might be listening, I do not advise popping your knuckles. Wind up with these big, gnarled up looking knuckles. But my daddy did it. I wound up doing it.
I did it all my life, as long as I could.
My right ankle had been hurting, kind of cramped up feeling here the last few weeks. Because sometimes the way I set it up on this little bench here.
Yeah.
Last night I was able to hook it on my other foot and pull back, and it popped. It didn't just pop, it felt like something went back into place. Just, and I was like, oh.
It hurts, but it's relief and it feels
It hurt at first, but man, it felt so good. It feels a lot better today.
Yeah.
Felt kind of like a cramp. Kind of had me hemmed up, everything. But when I got it to pop and move the way it did last night, it's like a world of difference. It feels a lot better.
Amen, Dale. That's how we get by day to day. Everything we have, we owe to Him.
Katie's prepared.
Uh-huh.
And you're right, Dale. Lord does provide. There have been several times we didn't know if we was going to make it. The Lord would provide. There was one time where we didn't owe an electric bill because some sort of refund from something.
They refunded your deposit.
So our bill that month, we didn't know how we was going to pay it. But the deposit got refunded.
Well, it was pay the electric bill and freeze the rest of the month because we didn't have gas money for the gas heater.
Right.
Or buy gas and have no electricity.
Right.
God fixed it when they were both taken care of.
Yeah, so. And that's just one example of how He's helped us along. That's right, Katie. we do vitamins and stuff. There'll be an issue going on with us, and Elaine will have something put up, brought to her in front of her on the computer, and she'll check into it, and it's exactly what we needed to resolve an issue. So she'll get that product or that vitamin, and it resolves the issue. That's God doing that. She wasn't looking for it. It just happened to pop up. That was God showing her something. God will speak to you and show you stuff in numerous ways. A lot of folks fail to recognize it.
Well, what happens with me on that is I see it the first time, I go, that sounds interesting. The second time, well, that's really interesting. Third time, I'm going to check into that. By the fifth time, I'm like, all right, Lord, let me see what's going on.
Right? There's no denying that that's God doing that. We have an issue going on, and he starts putting it in front of her. God is not limited in how he can talk to us, show us something. I've heard him talk to me in thunder, in the wind, all sorts of different ways. If you're listening, pay attention. There's people out there that call me crazy. But they can call me crazy all they want to. Out there picking green beans in Troll's garden. It's getting ready to rain. There was a little bit of thunder. Well, getting near the end of the row, the last row of beans to pick, that thunder started getting louder. And I could tell it was God talking to me. I know, Lord. I'm almost done, Lord. I'm almost done. Just hold off. Just hold it off just a little bit longer, Lord. I'm almost done. Got to the end of the road. Got done, and really big boom come. I know, Lord. I'm headed there now. I came back up the little hill to the front porch. The moment I got under the eave of the front porch, it came down a gully washer. He held it off long enough for me to get under shelter. But he was sitting there telling me, you had to get on, boy. Yes, Lord, I know. I'm almost done. He thundered again. Need to get on, boy. Need to hurry up, boy. Yes, Lord, I know. I'm almost done, Lord. The moment I got up underneath the roof, the eaves of the porch, come down a gully washer. He held it off that long. If he hadn't, I'd have been soaked coming in.
Yeah, he warned you.
He sure did. If I'd been any slower, I'd been wet. Because the Lord's been like, okay, I tried to warn you to hurry up. Now you get what you get. And he will do that. You don't heed his warnings, he'll go ahead and let you get what you deserve to get for not listening. So that electric bill that 1 month, that's just one of many examples of how God will come through for you. Battery went down on the car. One of the last, most recent emergencies. We didn't know how we was going to do that. We talked about God laid it on the hearts of many of you to do what you could. That battery situation got resolved real quick. And my little sis Dana, and her husband, Adrian, I should say her Mama Jody. She had seen our post and she looked at Dana. She called my name and said, "He needs help." And the moment that was said, they was up and headed this way. Adrian took care of the battery and another issue on the car that needed to be tended to. Took care of that. My little sis Bootsy up in Mentone, she ordered and had delivered a battery for the car. There was a lot of you sent us some money to help with the situation. And everything God provided. Because the van wasn't running, we didn't have any other way to go. And we just had it like 1 to 3 days before my check hit, so that we could have gotten the battery. So, we was kind of in a pickle. God provided through all of y'all. And, so like I tell folks, God has shown me many amazing things. And just when I think He's shown me the most amazing thing, He turns around and shows me something even more amazing. And that's how we've lived the entire time we have been together. God provided every step of the way. So, and really, that's the only way you can do. He does bring things before you, like Dale, that Dr. Barry you're talking about. Somehow he brought that to your attention and you listened to it. And now you're having good results. And God did that. So me or Elaine one might check that out. Probably more her than me, because she'll glean what information might be good for us and implement it. Right, Dale, don't throw a fit. Because when you throw a fit, he'll let you go through a little bit of what he's trying to warn you about until you decide you might ought to listen. You get spanked for it enough times, you finally turn around and listen. That's one of the ways he'll whoop that butt, let you go through part of it. Until you decide to straighten up and listen. Well, I really ain't got a whole lot more to say. Actually, ain't got anything more to say. So I'm going to call it night. Y'all think about it. Piggy loves you.